You may have heard that Wahoo were bringing out a multi-sport GPS watch, and those rumours are true. And here we have it. They've called it the Wahoo ELEMNT RIVAL, and today we're going to have a first look at all the features that it has to offer. So as with all Wahoo products, they always come with really nice packaging, but more importantly, let's crack this open and see what's inside. So it obviously comes with the watch unit itself. It comes with a new charging unit, which is specific to the watch. And it comes with some instructional setup guides, which, let's face it, we're probably never going to have a look at. So here it is, and at first glance I can really say it looks and feels like a really premium watch. So it's got a really nice ceramic bezel finish, which not only looks really nice, but it's going to be really hard wearing when you're out there bashing it around in the elements. And to go with that, it comes with the classic Gorilla Glass lens material, so that's going to be a really tricky one to scratch. Underneath the lens, you've got a 240 by 240 pixel full color display. And as you can see, that looks really crisp in a whole different array of lights, as well as having a backlit display, obviously, when it gets too dark. So as we know, Wahoo is a brand, they're built on a foundation of simplicity, and this is what I absolutely love about the brand itself. And that's why I've been using the Element Bolt since it came out in 2017. As you'd imagine, setting the watch up is a really simple task, and it takes less than 5 minutes with a quick QR code that pops up on the screen, and you do that via the Element companion app. As with their bike computers, it's really easy to customize and configure all the settings on the watch via the Element companion app. And I've always thought this was just a great decision from Wahoo, as it's much easier to set things up on a big screen on your phone. So as the brand are built around simplicity, as soon as you pick it up, it's really intuitive to use, and it almost feels like you've been using it for weeks already. So let's have a look at the sport profiles that the new Rival covers. So it's as simple as pressing the middle button on the right on the home screen. And we'll go into some detail into what these actually do later, but we've obviously got cycling, the Kicker indoor smart trainers, strength, yoga, triathlon that has a really nice new feature that we'll go into in a second, running, treadmill sessions, lap swimming and open water swimming. So once you've chosen a profile, the watch is then set to that mode until you change it again, which is obviously very simple. And then the watch will automatically show you the best metrics for that profile in that activity. So you can just scroll through these with the bottom two buttons here. So you can see on the bike mode, it obviously has things like average speed, distance covered, and then you can change to heart rate mode on the other screen here. And if you've ever used an Element bike computer, you'll be familiar with the zooming in and out function, which is a really nice feature on the fly. The Rival watch has this too, and it's as simple as pressing the two bottom buttons to zoom in and out of the fields. This is great if you want to see a quick glance at individual stats, or you can zoom in on the nitty-gritty stats and see all the data on one screen. If you're a triathlete, you're going to love the new Tri profile on here, because it's got a really nice feature that's going to make transitions that little bit easier. They've called this feature Touchless Transitions, and yet you've probably already guessed it, the watch will transition with you on the different legs of your Tri event without you having to touch the screen at all. And they've done this by using clever motion algorithms, so the watch knows exactly which leg of the Tri event that you're in. And it doesn't stop there either, so if you're using an Element bike computer, the watch will automatically hand over all the data straight to the computer itself. So you have a live update on both devices, and you can see your data on both screens during the event. It's also worth noting that if you're going to be using this watch for swimming or tri events, it's got a 5 ATM rating, which basically means it's water resistant to up to 50 meters in depth, which should be plenty for most of us. The watch has smartphone notifications, which can be turned on or off depending on what you like. And you can also have it set to buzz and make a vibration on your wrist too. And they can be seen in the top right hand corner of the screen here and activated by pressing the relevant button next to it. There's also a really simple menu system by holding down the bottom left hand button. That gives you a timer, lets you set up heart rate, power and cadence sensors, allows you to broadcast your heart rate to other devices, see your previous activity history, a few basic system settings, a do not disturb mode and a stopwatch. So now let's move on to the battery life stats on the watch, and they're pretty impressive. So if you're using the watch in smartwatch mode, and that basically means it's just connected to your phone the whole time, you're going to get 2 weeks of battery life out of this. It also has a whopping 24-hour battery life in full GPS mode, so you're going to be able to use this for those ultra long events without the worry of losing all your data. Another nice feature, if you have a Kicker smart trainer, then you can actually control it using the watch itself. You can change the resistance level or put it on erg or passive mode all from your wrist. So what do you think to Wahoo's new Element Rival GPS watch? If you've got any questions on it, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.